Hey there, guys. It is Rachel Feldman. I am the proud owner of yourhealthcoachbiz.com, where we create content for you guys because let's just face it, your ideal client is waiting for you. And he or she is only going to say, that's my person, if you show up and talk about what you're doing and do the action part. Too often, problem. Don't do this. I see coaches who sit perfectly trying to figure everything out and don't do, and they don't show up and they don't talk about what they're doing. And so it's really difficult then to learn niche or even learn what to launch. Today's topic is how to launch a masterclass. Many coaches ask me, what is this low-cost offer? Why are you talking about a low-cost offer? So let's even just start with that first. For any of you who are wondering why we create a value ladder, please go to Nicole Jardine. I think she has such a great, simple site that shows you her low-cost do-it-yourself. She specializes in hormones, and she's really known for, I think it's like fix your period is her tagline, and I believe she wrote a book about it. You will see on her website, which is, again, so simple, so clean, and you see these different opportunities, those low cost classes, master classes, which you can do live, or you can make them evergreen. So you can do it live and create the buzz and get the excitement for people to come virtually. And then you can record that and make that evergreen on your site. So you will see that she has 3 different classes, and then you will see under there her more extensive programs. What's nice about creating different financial opportunities is that for the person who doesn't know you yet, that like, know, and trust factor, that person might say, let me check out this one for $27. And that's what you'll see on Nicole Jardine's site. The next person who says, oh, this completely fixes my problem. I want this detox. And I also, really am having trouble getting off birth control and having normal periods. So that makes sense for her to sell that low cost offer because it feeds into her niche and the big picture of who she serves and why. And you will see that there's a few different tiers, all again, her pillars. And when I talk about business and the way that I cultivated Rachel's wellness was to say, yes, I want to be known for gut. And at the same time, it's important for me to teach on detoxification, on natural solutions. Those included essential oils and a bunch of other different cool goodies that are part of my business. And I also found that many people came to me consistently for weight. So within my gut included the food allergies and a lot of the autoimmune stuff, but I taught on those fundamentals. And there were other aspects, but I didn't want to ever confuse my ideal client. So when you're thinking about a masterclass, you don't want to just say, oh, infused waters. You might be a great masterclass and it might be a great test freebie, but it doesn't mean it's going to be your signature baby where somebody says, oh, wow, this is exactly what this person's talking about. And I know if I sign up for this, I am going to get delivered information on detoxification. You don't want them to have to assume. So if you took that exact class and you said, this class is going to be on the power of detoxification for hormonal health, and infused waters was an aspect, and all these other really cool natural solutions, home run class. Awesome. You could even combine that with a 7-day jumpstart or like the 5-day hormone detox and solidify the deal, meaning here's this really cool masterclass, which is different from just a class. Doing a paid class, a low cost paid, is sometimes anywhere from, let's say, 45 minutes, 70, 60 minutes, where when you're doing a masterclass, you're going a little more intensive, knowing that you want them to convert to your higher opportunity. So for those coaches who are ready to up level, think about the classes that you know your ideal client is struggling with. For those of you with autoimmune, is it flares? Is it gut health? Is it hormones? For those of you with hormones, is it estrogen dominance? Is it perimenopause? For those of you with gut, is it that you specialize in SIBO? Is it food allergies? For those of you with weight, is it blood sugar imbalance? Is it stress? Is it a body consciousness? Is it emotional eating? Really get clear and define what you want to be known for, and most importantly, how you're differentiating yourself from the rest of coaches. The second part of that is to sit and really brainstorm and say, what are the freebies that I need to have out that will help somebody say, wow, this person is really amazing, tying again into the core subjects that you teach, because that is your signature process. And I see a lot of coaches saying things like, well, I have this one program, which is completely fine to have one program. And at the same time, because I've talked to about 25 different coaches in the last 2 weeks, maybe that $2,000 program isn't working or converting as easily as a lower cost would be. Doesn't mean, and I interviewed JJ the other day, I talk about JJ from Fearful to Fit. Her high ticket is doing great. I know tons of coaches that are extremely busy. 1, that's clarity. 2, that's confidence. 3, that's knowing the promise of your offer. And 4, social proof. I find that a lot of new coaches can sometimes have what I call the struggle just in the beginning. That's why I always went in with a lower cost offer. Plus, I think it's an easier path to a 3 to 5K consistent month, because you're not putting all your eggs in one basket. And if somebody comes in at, like we said, this masterclass, and they are wowed and they're saying, it's unbelievable to do this class with you on estrogen dominance. I had no idea this was affecting XYZ. It's amazing that you helped me to connect the dots. And that's what you want your ideal client to be saying subconsciously. That's when you know that you have converted and that you can lead them into a possible upsell or even a masterclass. And so remember, your low cost offers are for you to take them up the value ladder and keep them in your customer life cycle. So I want to just give you an example. Let me just share my screen so you see, because sometimes it can be. And I want to just show you Nicole Jardine first. I think she has such an amazing website. Oh, just got a little makeup, a little fixing. Because bear with me. So you will see. I wonder if she took away the other ones. And if not, we'll look. So we have one right here that's $47. Even if we just took this one example, this could be our Repair Your Period workshop. This could even be for those of you like Christine Hansen and you focus on sleep, or you focus on law of attraction. The great thing about a workshop is it can become this little mini course or this little masterclass. You can even individually sell a series. That's why even our membership content or any PowerPoint or any workshop course can turn into these little, hey, this month we're diving into, and that could be a workshop paired with even a 5-day or 7-day or even a recipe guide, giving them a little structure. That structure always creates what? Those wins, the person who says, wow, I was never able to do this despite all the information out there. It wasn't until you had it formatted and I didn't have to worry about the food and I didn't have to worry about what meals to have and all of that. So right here, she shows exactly what they're getting. Recipe guide, all this kind of stuff that we have. And I always suggest for you guys, add those kind of little bonuses. So when you're sitting there and you're saying, okay, how can I do this? Because if I want to lead people to, she broke them up. If I want to lead people to my programs, and I want to lead, somebody to this birth control protocol, which this was right here. This is her 67. I think she took out 2 other opportunities. But then her goal is to bring people to her apprenticeship. So you always want to know what is your higher ticket goal. And then you want to know your lower tickets that feed into your customer life cycle, because you don't always know where somebody is in their own life and their commitment to change yet. And I say that yet because when I interview Terry Walls, when I think about Brendan Bouchard and what he teaches, his High Performance Academy, he always says, have that entry point. So think about your entry point via a one-on-one, 90-minute, or 60, just like a traditional nutritionist. Again, we're not nutritionists for those of you that are, but I just want to make that clear in liability. We do believe, which is why I love being a health coach, is that we do believe there takes a little more with those habits and the lifestyle. And that's why many of us know that it is essential to work with somebody longer. I know for myself, working with my acupuncturist for 9 years consistently each week has transformed my life. And I know that the inconsistency when somebody just comes for one session isn't going to give them the transformation that they truly could have. And at the same time, I also know that change is hard. And